Hello and welcome to the Family Feud Curseborne Actual play. I am the awkward GM Corbin, and let me introduce our lovely, uh, lovely actual players here. Starting with my right here. Oh, I'm gesturing in the wrong direction on the stream. On my right here, Justinia.
Hi, everybody. I'm Justinia. I'm going to be playing a character named Seraphina Thorn today, who is a hungry from House Bathory. So she loves to get blood, take baths in it, whatever, just trying to be immortal, basically. Um, sorry, what else am I supposed to say?
Where can people find you?
Oh yeah, where can people find me? I'm on Instagram as Rain Darkwater.
Awesome. And we shall now pass it over to Den Mother.
Hi, I'm Mars, or Den Mother Plays in TTRPG Spaces, Twitch, Twitter, whichever. I will be playing Mordecai Killian, or Decky, who's your resident introvert medical student slash assistant professor to Professor Dolly. And he's a sorcerer, he's an archivist. He loves knowledge, he loves talking about it, even if no one wants to hear about it, he's going to tell you about it. He's going to mouth off all the things he knows about it, and he understands not many will share his passions, and that is pain. That is his torment. Forever sharing things that people might not be interested in. And maybe he'll be chucking a couple of things to the void that you won't remember anymore. Might have a Mandela effect, so you could probably blame him. So, yeah.
We will deal with that when it comes up. And next up, we've got Jessamine.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jessamine, and you can find me on the Shoestring Studios YouTube channel. And, we accept messages there and have various emails and things that you can reach us at. And I'm going to be playing Tamara McNeil. That's my name, and I'm sticking to it. The faceless woman with such a misnomer. I have so many faces.
Awesome. And when we last left our intrepid crew of people of Accursed, if you had watched last episode, thank you. If you have not, the episode is going to go up on YouTube in the next day or so, depending on when I have time during the day. But you don't have to have watched it in order to understand the general gist of it. Our Accursed book club, as it were, a nice book club that we've had set up with. Actually, I'm having some little bit of issues. I'm muting for a sec. There we go. So we had our intrepid book club who were assigned to essentially start an alliance or peace talks between several of the other families. Off camera, I did sort of get a little bit of input from people online as well as my own players on which ones they would be most interested to see, and I have listed down several. But in any case, they were given an assignment of helping solidify this alliance, and what is going on this episode is that, what happened last episode was that they managed to lock down a location for where the peace talks are going to be held. It is a boat, or specifically a old haunted yacht, that is actually a loophole, and they were able to activate the loophole properties of it so that it can now be used for peace talks. One of the interesting things about loopholes is while you're inside one, it does have some issues with trying to use your accursed powers. I have sort of house ruled because I couldn't find a thing, but basically the gist of it is going to be there are some complications if you try and use magic inside the loophole. Be warned. But starting off in this session, we are currently in the next morning, after getting this loophole situation figured out, there was a person who was streaming at the loophole, but they managed to scare him off. Part of the Ghost Explorers YouTube channel. A very not famous YouTube channel with only like 50 subscribers and only like 1 or 2 viewers per episodes, which is probably themselves just watching on a different different account. In any case, we meet at the diner. Who arrives first?
I mean, probably Tamara. She's constantly punctual. Morning, Jane.
Morning. What can I get for you?
Better hold off on the cheese fries. Can I just get some toast this morning?
Excellent, dear. I'll get it for you
And
right
coffee.
away.
You know
Yep.
how I like it, dear.
Are your friends showing up?
Oh, they should be here in just a moment. I just came in advance.
Okay.
Trying to get everything done. She's got piles of paperwork sitting in front of her, which are just perfectly okay to be public legal paperwork saying that she's working for the Thorne family to do some safety inspections of a boat, work over some transference of property, make sure there's no historical considerations that need to be worried about as we're doing some cleanup, that sort of thing.
And she will leave you to it. Who is the next person to arrive?
Oh, that'd probably be me. Because I don't want to wait too late in the morning because my skin, it burns really easily now. So I'll have Seraphina arrive in a wide brimmed hat, and she'll see Tamara across the way, give a little hello.
Toasts with her coffee and just, says, Seraphina, dear, good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Looks like you've got a case.
Oh, just the stuff we were discussing earlier. Hang on a moment. Do you mind if I put on the game? She pulls out her little radio. Pulls out the little radio to garble the noise of what we're talking about a bit. Good Lord. Seriously? Another foul? What is this guy even doing? Anyway.
I don't know. Yeah. He's definitely balling things up.
That indeed. So I don't suppose you got any more information about our mutual friend who we are a little concerned about showing up on that boat.
So I've been making a few calls, but I haven't got any good, solid information back is the problem. So this morning is going to be following up on all of that and seeing who comes up with something. There's got to be somebody who wants to win this prize.
That does make sense. I mean, Decky's already on it, and we know how good he is with a library card, so it shouldn't be too much trouble, I don't think. Hopefully we've got some more details on our upcoming guests soon.
And with that, Decky comes in.
It's like on cue on Decky, it's like he's not a morning person, you can tell. Like he's groggy. And like he just looks at Jane, like this is the face of I need my coffee, don't talk to me, please. I need my coffee. And he just walks over to the booth and just sits and slinks down to where they're sitting. And he goes, do not talk to me yet till Jane gets
Tamara scoots her coffee cup over to
Decky. Immediately takes it and then takes a sip and goes, sweet nectar of life.
Back to the land of the living.
Like we stayed up for the boat thing, and then now we go meet up early in the morning. There's too many book sessions in a month. It's meeting my quota of social energy is just coming up.
I mean, no rest for the weary. Any luck, we'll get some vacation time after we get this job done. So, did you find anything out about our mutual friend? The woman who was so much of a concern for the gentleman we had to deal with last night?
I just quietly slide over any clippings that I found in the library, if that's a thing.
Would you like to roll? We should have for this I'm always bad with the rolls for these. Go into the character sheet. There's not there enigmas or esoterica plus intellect.
Okay, cool. I have 4 intellect, and I will use enigma.
Enigma.
Do I need to add my curse die, or then no need?
So your curse die replace your a number of dice in your dice pool equal to the curse die number.
Yes.
So for instance, if you have 2 curse die, that would replace that.
Oh.
I do believe because it is a new day, you start with 1 curse die each.
Oh, they don't stick around?
I don't believe so.
Ah.
And this also means that some of you are probably a little bit hungry right now.
Indeed.
Fair enough.
I have a 10 and 10.
First die are fairly ephemeral. Gotcha. All right.
How many did you get, Becky?
10, 10, 8, and 9.
Oh man, that's a lot. That's 6. So easily enough, I would say you could spend the hits for some influence stuff for asking questions. What you do know is that whoever this dollface is, she did not die on the boat. So it's highly unlikely her ghost is still haunting the boat.
So is there any way that I can, like, were there any newspaper clippings? Was her, there's, like, crime syndicates, their notoriety would be on the newspaper at that time, and I would have access to the library. Were any of her crimes or activities ever on the newspaper? That's probably something.
Oh yes, it was
like
highly
a true crime mystery.
She had a huge criminal empire in the 50s. In fact, she died in a shootout in her penthouse with the police, basically. Going out Scarface, but Dollface style.
Yeah. So I give as much of the newspaper clippings showcasing Dollface meets her end in the penthouse. All those flashy newspaper titles from way beyond. It goes, she didn't die in the boat, so I don't know why she's on the boat. Or people are looking for her in the boat.
No, this is good news.
That is good news. Hopefully she doesn't, end up being a problem, but you know how loopholes are. Anything could happen there. So, do we have a guest list yet? It was a little vague last time. They didn't write that down for us, right?
You do have a guest list. You have there are about 7 family. There are a handful of families that have been sort of written down. You have the 8 Hands, the Iscariots, the Furies, the Mavens, the Reeves, the Heirs, and the Hydes. And I think there was one more. I can check my notes, but I think that's it.
What was the last one you said?
Hydes.
Hydes, okay.
Jekyll, Jekyll, Hyde, Jekyll, Hyde, Hyde, Jekyll.
Hang on one moment. I'm going to turn off something that's beeping in my background. Be right back.
No worries. I am missing one of the sorcerer families in my list here. We've got the Archivist, we got the Faceless. Oh, it's I know why that is now. Always forget the important ones, don't you? Oh, it was the premiere. I don't need the premiere.
Yeah. Oh,
The
they're cool.
the network is the second. Is the second sorcerer thing. Now, it should be noted that they're all listed, but some of them have definitely said that they're not interested in the leadership when they were initially reached out to. But there are a couple of families who are quote unquote RSVP'd. However, there are a couple of families that you'll need to check on before you can get the festivities rolling, as it were. And that are the 8 Hands and the Hides. Oh, and also, actually not the Hides. It's the Furies or the Mavens. It says here that they won't be... there's bad blood between the 2 dead families.
I see.
And either one would be interested, but because both of them are interested, it would be very difficult to get over that family drama, as it were, between the 2.
Okay, who is more strategically advantageous for us to court? Whose territory abuts ours more closely?
Would you like to roll a intelligence plus esoterica or culture?
I could do it esoterica. Right, I've got 1 curse die. It's not the most important roll, but if any, doesn't seem like a bad thing to think about. Got a success, 1-9.
1-9. The fear. So it really depends on what you want in the world. There is as far as they go, the various families, the Furies are known to be very warlike. It's kind of their stereotype. Whereas when it comes to the Mavens, they are very much the partiers, as it were, but they are sort of movers and shakers, as it were.
Probably best to hold off on the Furies then, if only because we have a large group of people coming together. I don't want to start a fight, and the Mavens are more likely to be playing our game. That being said, they'll probably be more lethal at our game, so I don't know. Makes sense to you folks?
I mean, we'll see about that, but
I crank up the volume on the radio as we're talking about this.
Would the Furies get mad if we do not invite them? I hope they don't take offense that we don't invite them.
I mean, they've already been invited. It's just a matter of, like, we already sent out the invitations. It's just these 2 are hesitant.
Yeah.
Both of them are hesitant. The question is who we want to spend our resources on trying to convince to come more heavily. Like, they're invited. They're welcome to show up.
Do we have any countermeasures if anybody tries to do something strange or...
There's kind of an interesting point there now that you bring it up, Decky. Because if we go and invite the Furies and reach out there, and we offend the Mavens, they'd be more likely to just show up at the party anyway because they have an invitation. The question is whether the Furies would be more violent. I have not been paying enough attention to the internal politics here, I'll really admit. Seraphina, this is this is your realm. What do you think?
Well, I think the problem, of course, is if we go there, we discuss this with them, and accept one above the other. I think what we do on this is we just go in and say, hey, look, you can appear there. If you appear there, they may be there. We're going to have to work it out like adults. I mean, we won't say it that way, but
Then we put the rules, a little bit of rules. No fighting. Ain't no fighting. If they fight, we send them into the void. He smiles.
seems appropriate.
There should be
temporarily.
Sending people into the void may be unwise due to the nature of the loophole, but that also prevents them from using their abilities on us more easily.
But countermeasure, if they try to do something, threaten with the void.
Pretty much. That's the plan. All right, well, no time like the present. Everyone get some breakfast as needed.
Jane will come by and give everyone a top up of their coffee and set you with your usuals, as it were, for breakfast. And speaking of breakfast, it is about that time for maybe some feeding or sacrificing if need be.
If you'd excuse me, I do need to go and take a smoke break, folks. Be back in 10 minutes.
Yes.
That said, Tamara will just wander off into the nearest back alley, pull out the perfume that she stole last time, smash it on the ground, light it aflame, and say, I commit thee to the fire. I commit thee to the earth. She slams down into the fire with the oddly and unusually metallic tip of her high heel, and crunches the glass beneath it.
There's a spark as the heel hits the curb, as it were, the asphalt. There's the perfume hits the air and is lit on fire in a sort of puff of ash as purple smoke begins to fly up and seep into your nostrils as you get that pure hit of magic coursing through your veins.
She leans back against the wall, breathing the smoke in deeply. She covers over the burning cinders until they've simmered down, which wouldn't take long. There's not that much alcohol in perfume. In any case, she then wipes herself off, comes back inside. Well, I'm feeling much better. Did I get a curse die?
You do get a curse die.
Huzzah! This is why we save a snack.
Seraphina? Mordecai?
Seraphina is sitting there like she's got some breakfast sausages and she just keeps like hitting them with her fork. Like she's trying to get interested in eating this, but just can't be convinced to take a bite. And it's because her hunger is absolutely overwhelming her at this point. Like she's got to find blood somehow. So she thinks about who might be around nearby that she could give a call. Maybe somebody could just drive over, make it a thing. Maybe, that funny one from last night, Damien. Oh yes, we've got to have Damien again. He's so much fun and so easily confused.
So you're going to call up Damien?
Yep, I'm going to give him a little call.
He's a bit groggy. He's like, "Oh, Serafina, you had such a great time last night."
Yeah, it was incredible, like once in a lifetime, no joke. Um, type of thing. Except that I was thinking I might come by your place and maybe we could do it a second time,
Ooh,
once in a lifetime.
he's contemplating it and dipping between a little bit of he's like, can you give me like a lunch? I'm kind of wiped from last night still. It was, yeah.
I mean, you want me to wait. That's what you're saying, is you wanted me to wait. It's a
Would you
once, or is that, no, twice in a lifetime opportunity here that I'm trying to give you?
he is roll a presence plus, I think it's persuasion for this system. Yeah, persuasion.
Okay, so we got presence plus.
And you have the allure edge, right?
I do. Yeah, that's right. I forget what it does precisely, though. Let me pull that up.
I think it gives you like a +2 enhancement. I'm not too sure. I have so many PDFs open right now.
Oh, well, it says you're too appealing to be resisted. You have something that you can employ that draws prey to you, no questions asked. Well, that would be my business, and it's clever scheme of bringing people in and using them for all they're worth, for their benefit. They get paid. That's how it works. But whenever it's used to attract prey, we reduce their defense and integrity by 1.
Okay, yeah, he is definitely at a 0 for for this, so you don't have to do much, but you can increase the it's an influence action, so you'll get extra hits on it, and I will go over those when after you roll.
I'm gonna do it. Cursed die was a miss, but 2 10s.
Okay, so you can deepen the bond.
Oh, Damien.
Deepen the bond at 3 hits. You can encourage them to change their opinion on something other than what you've just asked them to do. You can have them you can persuade them to take an additional action, or you could shift their attitude up by 1 or down by 1. So you can basically like you can definitely make this person essentially your thrall, but not as thrally as someone who's been like hypnotized or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like a blood doll or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
Okay. He will give you his address, and he's like, "Yeah, no, come over right away. I'm free. I'm free." And I'll give him the sort of odd status effect where he is basically just drawn to your aura.
Perfect. I just got to make sure I don't drink from this guy too often. Well, I'll think about that anyway.
We will smash cut to you at the at his apartment. He's answering the door. It is a quite nice apartment. He's done well for himself as probably a trust fund baby, and he's like he's dressed up in like he's got like a nice sweater on and slacks, and he's just like he looks a little bit ragged, like he's still like a little bit hungover from last night. What you would know more of as he was drained of vital fluids last night. i.e., blood.
Look, his apartment was close by. It's just bad luck. Twice.
What do you do?
Well, I tell Damien, or Seraphina tells Damien that, hey, so let's go inside. Sit down over here. It'll be great.
Yeah. You want to Netflix and chill? Like,
It's something like that. Yeah, yeah. Just sit next to me. That's the important part, okay?
yeah. And he'll sit next to you.
Okay. So, it may feel sort of like a pinprick, and she pinpricks him. Not a pinprick, but rather, like a small blade, just not a huge blade, but enough of one that she can actually get some blood off this guy. She's trying to be conservative rather than just jumping in and tearing his throat open like I did last time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so good.
He's like, ow.
Yeah, it's great, but this is what really gets me moving, Damien. And she looks to the table nearby, and there happens to be a wine glass there, and so she leans over and grabs it, and then she starts squeezing at the wound, trying to get just a little more into this cup. How's Damien dealing with this situation?
He's just like, what's going on? What is this? Is this a kink? What?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a kink, and I don't know if you're gonna love it, but I'm gonna love it. So hopefully we can get you there too.
And so what occurs? Are you just going to start draining him from his finger?
No, I mean it'd be someplace more fleshy that's gonna, or the more muscular, it's gonna bleed really well, because I gotta get a lot out to fill up a goblet or wine glass, I guess I said. But anyway, I've got a wine glass basically full of blood, I'm hoping by this point. And
roll a I would say he is in awe of you, so he's doesn't really understand what's going on and is like just trying to please you. But I would say roll a, maybe I would give it a presence plus close combat or something. I don't know if possible, and I will give you the benefit of the odd status effect, which is he's going to have a complication to try and resist. So
this poor guy. Okay. Curse dice did not hit, and otherwise I got a mere one.
A mere one. He is definitely going to just pass out as you start draining him.
Oh,
at the sight of his own blood.
Oh, Damien, you're so cute.
There's this like flappid ragdoll of Damien, just like, and you're just like, yes, more from the more in the goblet.
That's perfect. Well, I mean, I'll explain all this to him later. It'll totally make sense. But for now, I'm gonna go to his bathroom. So I've got a mirror, and I take the wine glass and I begin applying it to my face. So it's just covered in blood. And I just keep doing it until it's so thick and so perfect.
The full Carrie face coated in blood face mask look. You sit down, relax, breaks as you let the blood seep into your skin, into your pores. The coagulation of it making this crust upon your skin as you do get a cursed eye for this feeding. And I assume you clean up after yourself?
Yes, of course, of course. I also, after I have enjoyed this treatment, I'll remember that I should have probably patched poor Damien up earlier. So I'll get him some gauze.
There's just like a puddle of blood where the wound is on the couch, and it's like stained.
Oh man, this poor guy. So yeah, I'll get some gauze and some medical tape and get it on there right and proper. I mean, I'm not like a doctor or anything, and yeah, and I don't really keep up on infections anymore. It's really not a thing in my life. So anyway, he'll be fine. And then what I'll do is I will. I'll leave him a note. No, I can't do that because if he dies, shoot, he's gonna be so confused though. I grab Damien and I shake him just a little bit, and I'm just like, call me later. You hear me?
Yeah.
Call me later.
Can you roll a an intelligence plus medicine check?
Oh.
Wait, some people have that as a skill? I don't think it was one I could select. But I got. Oh, I forgot to roll the curse die separately, but I got 1/8.
1/8, that's fine. You're able. Do you think you've stopped the bleeding enough that it'll be fine?
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't have MRSA or anything. He's gonna die overnight.
He's probably got his tetanus shot. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. No lockjaw. You don't want lockjaw. It's terrible. Okay. Well, I guess I've done all that I need to do here. I feel rather heroic in the moment. But I'll head back to the coffee place.
Decky, what do you do as far as your sacrifice goes?
He probably did it before getting here. It's like basically you just witness a flashback of well, everybody's leaving. He's just sipping his coffee, and it's just 1 hour ago. He's just he woke up, and he's he checks oh, I'm gonna be late for the diner. Looks around for the nearest just for comical thing, and I'll give the GM the jurisdiction on whatever random book he got because he was just too sleepy. Goes to the archive and just throws it. Yeah, I didn't check what book it was. He just threw something random because he was just so out of it. Oh, I need to go to the diner and friends meet. We met last night. Okay, and then he just grabs a book, moves to the archive, and opens portal into the void, eats it, and it's just
what book were we reading for book club again? I can't remember what we were doing this week.
I'm sorry for the author.
there is a I will say that what you throw into the abyss is going to come up.
Oh boy.
Whether you like it to or not.
Oh no, I'm okay with this. I'm giving you fuel to
Yes.
fuck up the position because his hubris is kicking in. He
Something that no one is going to remember this important fact that you should have shared with the group.
Oh boy.
But wait a sec. So some point in the future, I got the Cliff Notes version of this book. So now the Cliff Notes version is Cliff Notes about nothing, and I open it up and it's just a bunch of blank pages, or what?
No, this is something that is not related to the book you're reading for book club.
This is something probably some research that Decky did about Dollface.
Probably.
Probably.
They found so much information. That's what it was.
No, I don't remember any of it.
Yeah, just woke up, the clip,
summary,
and everything.
Thank you, Jess. That gave me a really great idea. I'm going to use that.
Damn it! It's just the most obvious.
That's great.
And
So that's like the flashback
Give your
as he's audibly sipping coffee.
so
Yeah, we just
you
gave him
all
fuel right now.
you all meet back at the outside of the diner as it is now a little bit earlier or later in the morning, but you do have the eight hands and either the Furies or the Mavens to contact.
Let's start with the 8 hands. I think that they'll be a bit more reasonable. All right.
So what? Yep.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that, I put down my cash. I pay the bill. All right. Just say, evening, Jane. Looks like Seraphina's going to be gone for a bit if I know her. Oh, well, I'm sure she's being responsible. Anyway.
Did you say evening? It's like
sorry.
It's like 8 in the morning. It's like 10 in the morning.
I need more coffee. My apologies.
Jane pours you another glass and is like, "You're just."
Thank you. Long night, a lot of paperwork. Sorry.
I getcha.
All right, I leaving Jane a large tip, and Decky, you feeling human now?
Are we truly human?
100% completely human. I do the captain's jig. Sorry. If you know Octodad.
Oh dear. Yes.
I will pull out the empty cup from the portal space that I made before and make sure that I put it beside the cup that I drank from today. I'm like, this will do. This will do. And I waddle.
All right then. Anyway, so we wander out. I will go ahead and send a text just saying, hey, finished up at the diner. You ready to meet our friend? 8 smiley face, unusual emoticon to subtly imply what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, let's go. Further away I am from the scene of the crime, probably the better.
Do you text that?
That's exactly what I say. It's what I text.
That's okay, but did you call me or text me? Because
text you.
I love that.
Going to.
One thing I will say in regards to Curseborne that I feel like is something that there's a lot of implications in the book is that basically the reason the government and the police and everything don't really crack down on Accursed is because doing so is very dangerous. Like, if you start studying Accursed, you're either going to end up having a cursed time in and of itself, or maybe end up like trapped in a liminal space, or maybe even like the government program gets shut down because of like lack of funding, or you end up dead. Yeah.
Hey everybody, everyone know about hunters?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's like a group of hunters that can do stuff like this, but like really in the end of the day, aside from like a few crazy people that have been like ostracized from the rest of society, like that's about it. Like if you're dealing with a venerator or venator or like Ahab or one of the like individual hunters, like that's probably the worst that humanity can toss at you, and some of those can be very nasty in the right situations. I got a little off tangent.
Sorry. I know the hunter book here has not been published yet. Inevitably, if you kill enough people, they are going to have grieving people who will eventually tried and put themselves together and do something to make you pay for the enormous amount of suffering that you have left in your wake. But
and I will point my disclaimer hat at that none of us work for Onyx Pact directly and don't know anything about future supplements or anything of that nature.
Right. But I wait a little minute, and then I'm like, I think he's alive anyway, so technically, like a sensual crime.
Actually text me?
Yeah, that's exactly what I text.
Yeah, no, Tamara's having a faceless breakdown.
Burn the phone.
Look, you asked.
Swap to alternate. Alternate, I say. I take out my SIM card, crush it under my boot heel, and put in another one, which I had just for this purpose.
New phone, who dis?
Just in case Serafina did this exact thing.
Yes! Specifically, because I've been hanging out with you long enough.
Okay, that's a fair precaution.
I mean, in fairness, Decky could also have done that.
It's true.
I prefer to say it out loud.
Oh, dear. Fair enough. Anyway, I just, quickly texting a few people on some numbers I know saying had to change out phones, just sending out all of my ass covering texts furiously.
So 8 hands. We have 2 possibilities here for the 8 hands. There is of what everyone knows about the 8 hands, and this is what you would know without really being part of their society or interacting with them on a daily basis. Actually, first up, does anyone have a contact who's an 8 hands?
No, but I do have a supernatural contact who's more in tune with the community.
Okay. So let's start off with then the general knowledge that you would all have. You would all have knowledge that there is a particular big bad, and I'm going to trigger warning for arachnophobia at this point. I apologize, but I really like the 8 hands as the spider people, so I'm going to lean into that a little bit. There's the leader or person that you know who's infamous within the 8 hands, known as Madre Mia Ramos, also known as the Black Widow, also known as the Mother of 1,000 Spiders. She is an information broker, and she works out of a bar, upscale bar known as the Black Widow Lounge. She is probably one of the more powerful 8 hands in the city. Additionally, you will know that there is another woman by the name of Amarilla Gomez. She is about in her mid-20s, and she's kind of like this community organizer within the 8 hands, especially the younger people. She's a bit of an information broker as well, but not as big as Black Widow is.
So do we treat with established power, or do we work with someone who's trying to build up their power within the 8 hands?
Honestly, I think we run more risk of causing a bit of a... Honestly, I feel as though Madre Ramos is going to know that we're reaching out, and are Amaria and Mia in contest with each other, or just 2 people who are around? Do they work in the same office, or is this a competing firms thing?
You can contact your associate to find out, and you can.
Great.
And I always need to remember how the contacts work in this game. I believe it applies an enhancement, but I am also not 100% sure about that. And I have so many of these PDFs all over the place. I can't wait till I get a
dear, my sponsor.
combined thing here.
So it's how many dots you have, and assuming you've got the appropriate tag, you get however many dots as enhancements.
Yeah. So
Okay,
your contact is who?
This would be Roberta Hathaway, the occultist in town, aka my sponsor, who knows I can't actually quit.
Is she a sorcerer?
No, she's an occultist. She's someone who does magic, but safer, sacrificing less.
Yeah.
She does magic responsibly, but I was born a crack baby, so, you know.
Okay. And she's got the which tag? The
she has the supernatural tag.
Supernatural tag. Okay. So, yeah, you can roll it and use her contacts, contact dots as the enhancement for the roll.
Okay, so this would be a manipulation or a presence. What would be the outreach here?
You would roll esoterica. It says you choose a path skill without attribute and roll that number of dice against difficulty 0, adding the bond rating as free enhancement. The hits generated can be used to purchase the favors as tricks that cost 1 hit each.
I see. Well, this is going to be a rough roll because that's 1 die. That is 1 die, but I get a +1 enhancement. Well, nope. Never mind.
Yeah. You think about calling her, but you think she's probably not in. She probably doesn't have enough information about the Accursed, the primals in particular, because they're not
her wheelhouse. Honestly, it's fair. Does anyone know any folks who would be more connected with them?
Possibly Dr. Stephen Hugh. I mean, he collects a lot of Eastern stuff, but also focuses on stuff that's happening locally. So maybe he might have some information. So I can give him a call. Yeah.
Okay, what's the tag you have for that contact?
I've got archive for that one.
Oh, okay. So roll me a esoterica as well, plus your enhancement.
Okay, esoterica plus the enhancement. Okay.
Yeah, the enhancement is done after you roll your esoterica. Esoterica.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down to 1 die too, actually, but I got a 10 on it. So.
Okay. So with that purchase of that, you will know that basically in the 8 hands, elders are not treated with respect as much. They're usually referred to as parasites because they like to take the they tend to like treat children as disposable and feed off of their networks, as it were.
Oh.
So Mia might be like more informative, but someone who's likely to play a little bit more ball is the younger, the Amarilla.
Well, then Amarilla?
I mean, it makes sense. Shall we? I gesture to my car.
Let's go.
Okay.
Getting to the Amarilla's place of business, she doesn't hang out at your usual like nightclub, hanging out with people, setting up deals in a back room. She works out of what is effectively a dry cleaners, essentially. She is, as you walk in, the bell rings, and you can see she is behind the counter, like hair tied up in a bun, pencil, doing some sketching in a notebook. And she is looking up and sees you all come in, and she says, "Well, what do I owe the pleasure?"
Miss Gomez.
Ah, yes. That is
Lovely.
me.
Lovely to meet you. Sorry, we had the invitation sent to you about a little get-together. I understand it might be a bit sensitive. Should we speak somewhere more private?
Oh, no, it's fine. No one's going to come in at this hour. Listen, thank you so much for the invitation. I would love to go. However, you did not provide a dress code.
We like to let our people be comfortable. The surroundings will be somewhat formal, will be somewhat formal.
Mm-hmm. And you've dealt with the ghosts?
Yes, we have.
Good. Now, I will let you know that I will be expecting I'm not expecting anything solidified for those above me, as it were. Those older dipshits, as it were. But we'll try and work something out with the younger 8 hands, if you catch my drift.
I recognize that the structure here is complicated, and I would not presume to speak to you on your internal matters. Thank you very much. We would welcome your company.
Formal. I can do that.
Absolutely.
And
Thank you so much.
she is going to just sort of like huff, and she says, "Who do you have left, if you don't mind me asking?"
I think that that's entirely reasonable. I don't mean to entirely take up the stage if either of you two have thoughts, but I can continue if needed.
Oh, well, we're figuring out whether we're going to work alongside the Furies or the Mavens, and would love to get your thoughts on that.
I mean, it's honestly, they're both interesting in their own ways. I think you might find it very interesting to, at the very least, check out the leader of the Furies, if not just for the spectacle of it. And in any case, the Mavens, I would love to. The Mavens are so great at parties. They are so much better, to be honest. And I will say that the Furies are likely to burn shit down, if you catch my drift.
Gotcha. Well, that kind of blocks a few things in. But I was thinking,
we did want to check in, though, because we were concerned that not inviting them might be seen as a snub and might encourage them to burn our things down specifically.
I mean, if they're not interested, they're not interested. I don't think they'll see it as a snub per se, but who knows? I don't have my fingers in as many pies as some people, but I do know that the Furies are a bit like water. You can't really contain it, even when you think you can.
I suppose that's fair. Well, we'll focus our diplomatic efforts on the Mavens then. Thank you very much for your time, ma'am. Please let us know if there's anything you need. You can reach me at this number. I give her the number to one of my burner phones.
How old's your character, by the way?
I would imagine somewhere in her 30s.
Yeah. She's going to say, "Ma'am, you're really trying to butter me up. I'm like 10 years younger than you, practically."
I've learned that age is not always a good estimation of one's importance, nor how much respect one deserves.
Fair. See you at the party.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.
You as well.
And, she just walks out, being her professional, lawyerly self.
That was particularly well handled, I think.
Thank you. I do this professionally.
Goes,
Go right ahead, then, Mother.
no, he just literally did the meme from like how to Train Your Dragon, like the thumbs up at the back. Because he didn't have to talk, and that was great. It was like
the thinker, not the
yes,
not the talker.
Rah! Rah! Anyway, stop. Sorry. Oh dear. We also do not work for DreamWorks. Anyway.
Speak for yourself. No. If only. No.
Yeah. If they come up with a TTRPG system that, I'd happily play. Hey, I'd play Shrek the TTRPG. It'd be great.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yes, awesome. Fairy tales. Like in a modern take of fairy tales. It's like basically a reskin of Changeling the Dream. Let's go.
Exactly.
Anyway, so you guys are heading to the Mavens, you said?
What do we know about the Mavens in town?
Now, the Mavens themselves, they are the partiers, so you might have to wait till nightfall to actually talk to them.
They're all unconscious?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, that's generally how I found them during the day, yes. I've had a few.
Fair enough. I mean, honestly, this one seems like it should be more your lead. Your lead, Seraphina.
Sure, but we're going to have to do that in the evening. So, like, right before the party, let's go ask them if they want to join the party. Of course, they're going to say yes.
I mean, the question there, in my mind, is whether they think their party is going to be better than our party. So it behooves us to prepare something very nice for our party.
It does. Or direct their party.
See, that's not the kind of thing that would lead to them wanting to form an alliance with us.
That's true. Good point. Well played. Well played. Let's go your way then.
So you guys are doing what now?
Reeves, I believe, is the one on the list, or is
the Mavens. Well, the Mavens. We've got to do the Furies or the Mavens, don't we?
No, yeah, it's just the Furies or the Mavens. The Reeves are fine. They'll be there.
I mean, it might be worth dropping in and just saying, hello, we are invited. Just making sure. Do you want to stop by the Furies?
Oh, actually, the Decky would actually like to text his one buddy friend that he annoyed last night with the information of the YouTuber. Yavert, the private Yavert, who is his informant. I have another question. It's my one a day question.
Okay.
Yeah, I bother you again. In the mentions of because this particular private eye has he knows all things, he knows certain Accursed, especially that's his thing. He keeps tabs on. It's actually within the realm of He's also faceless, but he doesn't. But Becky doesn't know this. It's just like this is a friend. So it's like
Yeah.
it's like it's a friend I can ask her questions with. As a like, hello friend, I ask questions. So,
Hello, this is your friend. Sorry, I'll stop.
like, hello friend. He goes like, do you know anything place that mavens or furies hang out in the mornings?
Oh. Roll culture or esoterica plus your enhancement.
Yeah. I have one. Yeah. And then well, culture. I have two culture, sure. And then which is the other one? Is it
It's just the skill.
Just skill. Okay.
Love it. Dice rolling.
996.
996. Okay. Yes. So effectively, he's going to say, "Okay, I know that the the Maven's the Maven's head is some guy. He's this guy. He's just some guy, you know. No. He's. I don't know where that came from. He's a. His name is Sam. He is kind of a daredevilish type guy. He is currently how best can I say this? He is currently base jumping off the Prue today.
Huh? I goes, eh? I repeat that like someone's jumping off. I didn't hear the location, but he just mentioned Sam, one of the mavens, quite a daredevil.
Oh.
Do we?
Wait. How tall?
I
Is
hope
the
we don't do it. How tall is? Does that limit my one a day question on how tall that the venue is?
Oh, that would be a question. Sorry,
It's-
I totally forget how this works sometimes.
No.
So the Prue building is 750 feet tall, 920 feet tall to the tip, which is the tower, the radio tower or antenna on the top.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, what time is he planning on doing this?
Oh, he's doing it after lunch.
Oh, then we gotta get our base jumping equipment.
I don't know. No, I don't know. No, Serafina, please. I go to parties, but not this. There's a limit to the things I'm willing to try.
We don't need to base jump ourselves. We just need to get up top. Maybe he'll ask us to base jump if he has equipment for us. Maybe not. Either way, we've got an elevator to catch.
Thank you, friend, for answering my questions. And have a good day. Don't forget your lunch and have some good coffee.
Yeah. And you have fun dealing with your streamer guy or whatever.
Wait, what?
And he's hung up.
Oh, we should probably check that video if we have time that he put up. Just to make sure that
I'll flick to it for a moment to see if he actually posted anything.
He did post a video of getting into an argument with you guys, but the video currently has like one view.
DCMA takedown request, illegal filming. Standard, I have that like on lock. It's saved into my phone with boilerplate, damn it.
Roll me
what lawyer is about.
Roll me either a enigmas or technology roll plus cunning.
Okay, enigmas plus cunning. I can.
And it will be a difficulty of 2.
All right. Okay, and I've got to replace with cursed dice. All right.
I like that I have all these notes in front of me. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing something as a
That's
DM.
5 successes, 2 10s, and an 8.
Okay, yeah, you
One of
can.
which was on the cursed dice, though, to be fair.
One of them is on the curse die.
1 10 was on the cursed die. So
Yeah.
2 successes on the cursed dice, 3 successes on the non-cursed dice.
You feel as though someone, as you put in the DMC notice, you notice that the video went from one view to 2 views, and then it's taken down.
Huh. Curious. Hopefully that works out. In any case, I'll let people know about that later. Well, anyway, you weren't allowed to film on that location. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. Anywho, let's move on.
You all arrive at the Peru pretty easily enough, and you can get into the elevator to the top. How do you approach the situation, you three?
Right behind them. Like, I believe in your talk no jutsu is very good. I will stand right behind in the safety away from the edge of any building.
Can we see this person?
Yeah, you see there's a man. Well, actually, it's not a man, even though the pronouns you were given were he, him. There's this woman with like long blonde hair. She's got like all these like fake fingernails and things of that nature going on, and she looks like she's getting into like this hair, like this equipment set up for basically jumping off the edge.
Indeed.
With a parachute, obviously, which is what base jumping.
Indeed. Quick read on this person. I have the edge that lets me let me take a look at what quick read does really quick. I've got it written down.
Get the quick read of quick read so that we know what quick read does to the extent that it is quick. You're the master of the cold read. Tiny details jump out at you. The first time you encounter a story guide character in a scene, you may ask the story guide one question about small, mundane details you notice, which she must answer honestly. These could be things like, how do they take their coffee? What's their current mood? Do they have a connection to someone in the scene? Do they have children or pets? And then you may spend momentum to ask additional questions at a 1-for-1. I will say there are 3 momentum currently in the pool.
All right. Let me think here. What's their favorite alcoholic beverage?
Ooh. That would be a gin and tonic.
Fair enough. Good day. I'll just walk up and wave, coming over.
She is going to look up, and she is going to immediately notice you all, and is I believe Accursed can tell if other Accursed are nearby. I always forget that. But she will say, "Hi, what can I do for you 3? I'm a little bit busy right now. I'm with a client."
Understood. We just happen to have a gin and tonic waiting for you at our boat this evening, and we wanted to confirm your appointment.
Oh right, you're the Alliance people. That's so. I'm sorry you're catching me at bad a time right now. I'm just the does this mean that the Furies have backed out?
Well, they haven't RSVP'd.
Of course. Well, I'd love to go. and you're confirming that they are not going to be a issue at the party tonight.
Oh, that can I wonder over about this time? And
Yeah.
So that's an interesting question. It's up to the Furies whether they're going to arrive or not, but we hear that they can be difficult to contain sometimes, and I'm sure you know all about that with them showing up at some of your parties and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
we
they're
cannot rule them,
So-
but we have taken precautions to limit the amount of damage that they can do, and they have also not responded to our inquiries, so that's about what we know. Obviously, for such a chaotic group, there are limits to how much we can provide assurances, but we do not anticipate their arrival.
Well, I won't be coming personally, as I will send an ambassador, as it were. She'll take over for my stuff, for our family, as it were. Not that it's much of a danger being what we are.
Of course.
Looks down, sees how many 100 feet it is. Like, no danger. I got it.
She doesn't look down.
Absolutely. In any case, here's my number. I give the same burner phone. In case you have any further questions, I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I really need to make sure that Rachel here has a good time.
Absolutely.
Sam salutes you and proceeds to jump off the side of the building, screaming her lungs out. And the parachute opens, and she goes over several of the buildings beneath.
Was there anyone else still watching and looking down at that while they were doing that?
Probably.
Cool. I'm going to steal one of their wallets.
I was thinking I was going to film it from up above.
That's something very distracting. You got to take advantage of the opportunities.
It's true. I just hope you're not robbing me now.
Not you.
Okay,
I
thank
wouldn't
you.
steal your wallet right now.
How's Decky responding to all of this?
Horror. Utter horror. Somebody just jumped off the thing. Call 911.
Anyway.
Are they gonna survive?
And then the parachute opens.
Is that even legal?
All right, anyway.
Usually not.
Okay, with the Dex larceny roll here. Didn't want to put words in your mouth, but are you okay with the Dex larceny roll here?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. All right. Wow. May I spend a momentum? How does that work?
You can spend 2 momentum to turn it into a into a success. I'm double checking the rules here because there is a little bit of a weirdness with how it works.
Yeah, no.
So
successes on 8 dice.
What?
I said no successes on 8 dice, so...
Yeah, you can spend 2 momentum to turn a failure into a success.
I will spend those 2 momentum because the results of failure will be bad for everyone, if everyone's okay with that. I know it's a shared pool.
Yeah, it's a shared pool. Does everyone agree for the 2 momentum to be spent? You will be down to 1.
I mean, I almost killed a dude earlier. But larceny? Sure.
Yes, but you killed the dude in private.
Yeah, but it left like DNA, and I mean, it's
Okay,
a
I mean, if
whole hot
you
mess.
think that we need that more than this,
No, that already happened, and we're screwed. So,
I know nothing about it.
you do. I
That-
texted you.
Then,
Yeah,
sorry,
no,
Den Mother, what were you asking?
Just making sure, because like, is this the momentum for the rest of the campaign, or do
Just
we
for
get
the
it
session.
Oh, okay, so we're fine. Yeah, go use it. Go ahead.
Okay, great. I will spend those 2 momentum.
Okay, so it's down to 1.
Yup.
Poor infected.
Burning through that. Sorry, folks. I'm usually better at this.
That's fair.
So I get their wallet?
Yeah, you get a wallet from someone.
Fair enough. Okay, let's go downstairs. Quietly shunt that into my extra dimensional space so they can't find it on me, and let's leave.
Okay.
That works. Let's get out of here.
Huh.
So where do you all head off to now? It is currently the afternoon, and there is time to prepare the boat for the party.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry.
Is that absolutely? I was going to say, do we want to at least say something to the Furies so that way they don't show up and wreck our party? Hopefully tonight.
I will say, okay, yes, we'll stop by the Furies and let them know that the Mavens have RSVP'd. In the meantime, can you call your caterer?
Oh,
Serafina? Yes.
Well, I was trying to think like what meal is most appropriate for this sort of get together.
If you want, I can call the firm's caterer, but
Oh, I mean, I have them on speed dial though. It's so much easier. Okay, so yeah, I'll give a call to the caterers at the company that I work with.
No, make sure we've got plenty of things going on.
Yeah, because I'm sure there'll be people who eat different things there. Like maybe we'll have some humans, some asparagus. I'm sure somebody wants asparagus.
Like I'll go and
you gotta cook it right. If you overcook asparagus, it's terrible and you hate it for the rest of your life. But if you don't,
you just gotta wrap it in bacon and then cook it.
I think it just looks like fingers to me, so I think I'd never eat it.
It's entirely valid. Fingers.
Oh, actually, it's asparagus, so it goes up from the bottom. See,
Fingers. Sorry. Anyway, right. So what were we doing?
We're gonna go visit the Furies quick, aren't we? Or
let's go take a chat with the Furies.
Okay.
Let them know.
You don't know the Furies leader, but you do know the Furies are out in the.
Yes, I am.
They have a gym that they've set up for themselves.
Yes, I did also call a cleaning crew to make sure the place is cleaned up. Got the place cleaned up. We've got catering. Catering.
Live music.
We'd want to see if there's a disc jockey here who. We'll have to see if there's a disc jockey amongst the Curseborne.
Oh, we'll get a setup and we'll have it there.
If not, just a thing, and we can set up a Spotify playlist. Security is more important.
Karaoke. It's got to be karaoke. If someone's not a DJ. If someone's not a DJ, it's karaoke.
We've destroyed Corbin, so...
Disc jockey or karaoke? I've got it written down here.
Oh, dear. Yeah, no, we're going to see if... okay, if the Mavens don't have someone who can do a disc jockey or provide us with a karaoke machine, I don't know what they're even bothering to do. Come on. If you don't have one of those, what are you even doing?
I don't know. Not enough, because you need a light kit too up above. There's all sorts of equipment you need for these type of shows. So I'll just make it.
We have resources dots. We can throw money at it to just get that cleaned up and set up.
Yeah, so I'll call call those people and say to them, yeah, basically, what do you do for a normal setup? Okay, we want all of that for basically every type of setup, and yeah, so just have it on the boat.
Also, a mechanic. I'm definitely calling a mechanic, an aquatic mechanic, to see if they can't make sure that the boat is stable and sturdy.
Okay.
Yes, we are sending out a lot of texts. When you have enough money, you can buy services. That's what resource dots are for.
Exactly.
I don't care about the rules. I've got money.
Yeah. What, did you expect us to just, wander up there and start swabbing the decks?
Yeah. No.
I mean, that's fair. And we can do that before the night's over just to give a good impression, like as people are showing up.
Fair.
Yeah.
100%.
As long as.
No. I will make sure there is an espresso machine. I put all the drinks. There will be an espresso machine right there. I have research as well.
That would be
Perfect.
absolute madness if we didn't have an espresso machine. Like, that just has to happen.
Yeah.
The
Are we
question
gonna
is
have
whether
good?
do you think we want to splurge for a private barista?
Yes, they make good espresso.
Except that might be a security risk, so we might just have to stick with the machine. Actually, Decky, could you manage the machine?
Yes.
All right.
I believe.
Is it?
Or we can hire Jane.
If it's a guy, is it still a barista or is it a baristo?
I thought it was a barista all the time.
All throughout.
I thought that
Barista,
barista was a gender-neutral term, but I could be wrong.
And maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not. I think it's Italian. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Decky's gonna secretly can you do it? Yes. Mentally, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna call Jane and book Jane to do this, and he'll be just mental in his head, I'm gonna get Jane.
Well, I can't read minds, so I can't tell you how bad an idea that is. So let's move
he's
on.
gonna be like, yes. Somebody mentioned Dr. Stephen Who. Actually, for the rest of the day, he's gonna go are we gonna invite Dr. Stephen? Because he's a book buddy.
Dr. Stephen? What
he
did
has
we
a library.
No.
I
He
mean,
just wants to hang out.
Yeah.
We should call in and reach out and just at least let them know. I don't think it needs to be an in-person conversation, but we did want to let them know. Full disclosure, the Mavens have RSVP'd for the Furies.
Okay, so are you going to their gym?
I think that we're just going to call. I think we're just going to call the gym.
Yeah.
All right.
You're going to call the gym. Someone answers, and she says, "Yeah, who is it?"
Good evening. I'm from the family. Afternoon. I'm from the family. We're just calling to let you know that as we understand there are certain complications, there is a group who is RSVP'd to the party you were invited tonight who you might not want to spend very much time with. We just wanted to inform you of that. You're, of course, still welcome. We told them that if you wanted to be there, we could not stop you.
Are you the people who stole my boat? Does this have anything to do with the boat in that YouTube video?
Perhaps we should discuss this in a more private setting. Excuse me.
Give me the fucking boat.
Let us discuss this on a less monitored line. Excuse me.
And with that, we will take a short break.
I wonder what that was all about.
What?
A boat. About? I don't know.
I'm on a boat.
Well, this is going to be interesting.
Okay, I'm going to switch over to the pre-roll. We will be back shortly.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Oh boy.
We are back. This is the Awkward GM Corbin. Thank you all for waiting for the split second it took us to take a little break, refresh our waters, and things of that nature. Just as an FYI, Curseborne's Kickstarter has just hit 148,500, which is a little bit, which is a little bit a ways from the stretch goal of the 150,000 stretch goal for adding more story seeds for each location. building on urban legends and mysteries, and including inciting incidents for jumping off a campaign. All backers receiving the Curseborne PDF as one of the rewards will automatically receive the Tangled Webs PDF, which is an awesome reward. I'm excited. I can't. I everything I hear about the Tangled Web supplement, I'm really excited for, and I'm also really excited for the fiction anthology, which is we're going to get some short story anthologies, which is going to be awesome.
Ooh.
And any case, let's delve back in with you all arriving at, I'm assuming, probably a third. Either would you rather do a neutral location or the gym of the Furies?
I feel like in this case, we want to meet at the gym because we're not here to be aggressive. We're just here to talk, and we'd want to meet them in a place where they're comfortable. If they're okay with that, which I presume they would be because it's a publicly open space in the first place, because they have to hire people. In the meantime, though, before we head out, can you give... Serafina, could you give your mom a call to see how much she cares about keeping the boat after this meeting if we get an alliance just by giving the boat back?
Yeah, that's
Because it's not our boat, it's hers legally.
you would think. Yeah, so I'll give Mother a call, I guess.
As we're driving.
As we're driving. It's too important for a text.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this level
Oh,
of yacht,
yes.
anyway.
Oh, yes, darling. What is it? I was having a midday snooze.
Oh, well, sorry to interrupt your sleep, but I'll get right to it. How important is that yacht to you?
Oh, why? It's very important for the whole peace talks things. It's a neutral territory, place of deferment, loophole, and all that, so people are safe and no one's banding about magic, trying to trick people into making deals they can't afford to do. Why do you ask?
Oh, well, that's great, and it's a perfect location. I am so glad that you found this all on your own. But what I would love to see is if, let's say we could get more families there and involved in this alliance by, giving one of them the boat. Would you be into that?
Who have you been talking to?
Dollface.
What?
Yeah.
I would say just over there.
Dollface?
That
Dollface?
was... Remember, the dead are who we were talking to there. It makes perfect sense that Dollface would have been the person who owned the boat prior to that. So it seems a safe assumption, just putting the things together.
Well, anyway, Mother,
it's impossible that she would know.
I believe that she saw a video on the internet.
Who was stupid enough to put a video on the internet of the boat? I mean, it's not like you all were on the video as well. That would have probably given the game away.
Unfortunately, we were. They did it, but she saw it before my DCMA notice hit them. This man is going to
Serafina, can you please slap your friend?
Yes, she has been dealt with firmly or something. No, of course I'm not going to slap my friend, Mother. God, what a question. What a question. Anyway.
Yes.
Oh, you were going to do it in any case. So please.
If it will solidify them into the alliance, of course we'll give them the boat after.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought. But given that you own the boat, I thought I should ask before I just...
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I was going to give it to you anyway after this all went through.
Well,
Uh,
Mother, I appreciate that so much.
of course.
We'll
Does
do
she
the best
want us
thing we
to-
can.
Does she want us to kill the man who put the thing up?
We killed him.
No.
All right. All
A
right.
YouTuber
well-
with 1 follower. No.
All right. Fair enough. I'll just sue him into his grave.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a YouTuber, it hurts me right here.
Let me get this straight. You went onto private property and you stole a thing. You were told by a lawyer, leave. If you post this, there will be legal action. I'm sorry, but if you still post the video, you're too stupid to live on YouTube.
Well, or alternate theory, this guy is in with the Furies because who's the one subscriber? Oh, it happens to be this one person in the Furies who sent the guy over there in the first place.
I mean, I guess that's possible.
To get a boat. I mean, that's a pretty good scam.
Oh, I need to flash cut to what Mordecai sacrificed earlier.
Oh yeah.
Mordecai, during the research, found out that the body of Dollface wound up disappearing in the morgue. And just sort of like, as someone said, I swear, it's like she just walked out of the morgue. And that little bit of information was in the book that Mordecai burned.
Oh no. It seems like a critical detail.
Do I get a curse die?
You already did for burning the book.
Okay, good, awesome.
I will get. You know what? I will give you an extra curse die because you allowed me to fuck you over in that regard.
I am, however, going to give Lung Cheng a call, my partner in the firm of Cheng and McNeil.
Yes.
Hello. Hi. Lung, it's lovely to speak to you. Quick note, we are probably going to need to file suit on behalf of one of our clients. There was a person who illegally broke into the marina and filmed on Miss Thorne's boat.
Westinghouse's.
Sorry, on Miss Westinghouse's boat. You should have the paperwork from this morning. They posted a video online and responded to a DCMA, but would be worth taking a look into options for pressing charges against him if needed. And that being said, we'll leave it up to Miss Westinghouse what she wants to pursue, but options would be good. I'll be happy to help you tomorrow after we've squared some things away on my end.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good. See you later.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. I'll get you a brief as soon as I can. She puts her phone down, closes it. I'm going to murder someone. Anyway, right. Clearing out all of the evil, putting it away. Time to be responsible.
You can fully compartmentalize your evil? That's amazing.
If I don't fully compartmentalize my evil, everything I love will die.
Oh.
So, in any case...
I mean, that happens over time because of entropy, you know? Like...
I can make that happen a lot quicker if I don't fully compartmentalize my evil.
Okay, well, let's keep compartmentalizing that for tonight, then. That sounds good.
In any case, right, let's get going.
Okay.
So, we drive over to the gym. We'll politely knock on the door.
And a woman sort of buzzed haircut, hair, little bit of blonde showing from it. She's got scars over her eye, as if someone had tried to take her out with a butterfly knife to the face. She says, "So you've got my fucking boat."
Indeed, we intend to return it to you as soon as possible. I'll have the brief written up. I'll have the brief written up as soon as we can. We were only using the boat as a area of neutral ground. I'm more than happy to throw in boat repairs as well as a large rental fee if you would allow us to host the party there that evening.
She's going to eye you all three of you up, and she says, "On one condition."
Name it.
"Fight me." And she's gonna toss a pair of boxing gloves, or the smaller punching gloves. I forget what they're called. And she is going to walk up to a sort of wrestling arena or boxing arena type setup, and she's a ring, and she's going to put on her own gloves. She says, "Let's fight this out."
You gonna fight her?
Would you prefer, do you want me specifically, or do you want a more capable challenger? I'll freely admit I am unskilled, though I am willing to let you beat the crap out of me if it will get this deal through.
Whoever beats me, I'll sign the deal.
I see. We'd want someone a little more skilled then.
So Serafina will look over at Decky because she sees that Decky's a little excited. Not sure why. You can't
Decky's
throw him in the
horrified.
void. Oh, you're horrified.
There's like, there's a horror of like, oh no, violence. Remembers his youth of like not, he wasn't a fighter. He's a book person. He throws books and runs away. There is an instinct to teleport now. Can he teleport away?
Where are you trying to teleport to?
His hidey hole. He doesn't want this. He's not confident.
Oh no!
Like, oh, no.
I scared Decky!
You scared Decky so much he wants to go back to his hidey hole. Like, no, I'm done. No party. I'm good. You can have your express emotion. You can have your boat. You can have everything. I'm just gonna go to Decky. Like every fiber of his being. You guys can sense it. Like he's gonna step back and he's feeling like a rip of fabric. Like I'm just gonna go into my hole.
Hey, Decky, just turn around, walk outside. Everything will be okay.
I believe that you would be the most skilled personally, or we might want to call in a ringer. I'm sure Miss Mia would love the opportunity to show off her stuff.
I mean, she doesn't look so tough. I say really quietly.
Oh dear.
I want to find a heavy
You're
place. I want to
confident in your
teleport multiple
abilities.
I mean, any member of House Bathory would be in very bad shape if they were not capable fighters. People try to kill us all the time.
All right then.
Crazy.
I believe that you would be our ringer.
Okay.
I gesture to you. Indeed.
Okay. So I guess I'll take the gloves.
Are there rules to this match?
No rules.
Fair
All's
enough.
allowed.
Excellent. All right, hang on. Let me get everyone set up. Decky, go in the corner and take care of Serafina. I'll take care of this one. I go over, start filling a water bottle. Larceny to put some poison in it. No, I'm not going to actually do that because I did not prepare that. And
If I leave now, would you be mad at me, Serafina?
Hmm?
Would you get really mad at me if I go teleport right now, right this instant?
Yes.
Cool.
I wouldn't be mad, Decky, but I might get punched in the face, and then I'll need like a little soak.
Decky, I don't suppose that you could give our friend a little boost.
Yeah, just cut yourself somewhere. Put
Just
a little in.
Yeah, no, here, you need blood. That can be arranged. I hold out my wrist.
Well, I mean, I need.
Oh,
Yeah.
I pull out my scalpel. Because I'm a med
Decky,
student.
you ready to patch me up after this? Here.
Yes. I am a field medic, so
We
he
have
can heal it.
business to attend to. We're not going to be like. There's a look in Tamara's eye of just like, this is my job. I will do my job. I work for the organization.
Ooh.
The organization.
I love it. I love it.
Someone say cut.
Cut. It's time. It's time.
Yeah, no.
Trigger warning, self-harm. God damn it.
Well, no, it's not self-harm. Someone else is
Self-harm? This is blood donation.
Okay. If that's what you need to tell yourself.
We need to give this person blood so that she can beat up a 1950s mobster in a boxing ring so that we can get the boat over to that person so that we can have a peace conference on that boat. Isn't that clear?
First time that sentence has ever been said.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh.
So we got some blood supply.
Yeah, I guess, what injuries am I taking here?
Who's getting... We'll wait till after the fight, right? Is that what's happening?
Well, no, because during the fight, if I splash my face, then I can clear status condition.
Okay, I'll say one injury for whoever's bleeding themselves here.
All right.
Can I patch them up because I have medicine?
Yeah.
So they don't have.
I will take an injury at bloodied, and then you can use your stuff to patch me up.
Yes. Field medic.
Got a box to give you the blood you need. Here.
I can do first aid with field medic, basically.
Yeah, it would be medicine plus intellect.
Yay. Okay, that's a good pull for me.
You just need to hit one to heal it. Fine.
Yay.
All right, making sure we've got this, making sure this is fair. Here you go. I offer the monkey pistol to the woman with boxing gloves.
Okay. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3 successes, 3 successes.
Okay, so he managed to put a band-aid on it very easily.
Okay, so do I get rid of that? I checked bloody. I checked the single box and bloodied. Do I uncheck it now? Okay.
You're fine.
Okay, I will sit in the corner and drink a bunch of water.
Okay. Dollface
There is a vending machine with cookies. I will go get cookies.
I'm just trying to get a picture of what's happening. Is Seraphina dressed like someone ready for a boxing match?
No, not at all. It's gonna ruin a perfectly good outfit, and I'm gonna have to change for the party. See, that's why I've got this this on, because when the party comes around, I'm gonna have a big reveal. Wait for it.
Okay. So Dollface is gonna wait till Seraphina gets in the ring.
As one does.
Right? Yeah, no, make sure you've got your blood. I'm off getting cookies.
Well, I'm going to do a thing called Undead Strength where I bleed a curse die, and then for an hour, I get +1 enhancement that stacks to actions made with attributes in the physical arena.
Awesome.
So that way, hopefully, I got a chance against this 1950s mobster whose face has been mutilated. Yet she just came out stronger for it. It's like those Japanese vases when they get broke and then they use the gold as inlays. It's like that. That's her face. So beautiful. Except scar tissue, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna punch that face in a minute. So I guess I should stop idolizing her, huh?
Roll for initiative.
Okay, remind me.
Serafina. You can do it.
Initiative is dexterity. Was it dexterity plus cunning and? I always forget that one.
Oh yeah, because it had athletics as one of the things too.
It's like athletics and cunning and dexterity plus enigmas or something.
I'm gonna roll 3 dice. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's empathy plus dexterity or athletics plus cunning.
Okay, let me check my empathy.
Is there a way to roll for weak point?
I do have empathy. I know it seems odd because I have no feelings, but no, I totally have empathy. I like to know my victims are suffering. Okay.
Den Mother, what did you ask?
Is it possible to find out if the other person has a weakness? I've read stuff, true crime about that. You know, how they survive shootout, maybe, or like in a boxing thing, there might be some random knowledge where they have to punch the solar plexus to stun the individual. Is it possible for Decky to have a random insight knowledge to help friend in fight?
You can roll intellect plus culture, I would say.
Yay.
Decky, it's solar plexuses aren't real. That's just a term for like the overall like glands in someone's body, right? You're the med student. Tell.
All right. No, that's somewhere below the diaphragm. That's how Houdini died. Random information about Houdini getting punched and then getting knocked unconscious with it. Wait, I'm gonna roll 6. 6. 10, 7, 7, 2, 8.
So that'll be, I'll say, you know that Dollface is very sensitive about her face, so going for it would probably be the best option.
Go for the face. She has an ugly face. Sorry. Go for the
Decky, you can't just say that!
Decky!
No, that's like,
I mean, it happens.
to bring that
coughing
anger,
while you say that.
Insecurities. Yes, that's the one way to deal with it. Point out insecurities. Yes.
So Serafina will immediately look over at Dollface and say, "How about no hits above the neck?"
Perfect.
Okay, that's initiative time.
The face. Like, no, go for the face. Like, and she's like, no, go for the face, right on the face.
How many successes?
Looks like 5.
Okay, you're going first.
Okay, so I mean, it's a boxing match, right? I'm gonna treat it like a boxing match to start with. So I'll just go up with the gloves and give her the old 1950s 1-2.
To the face or somewhere else?
Anywhere but the face. Anywhere but the face. Wherever she leaves an opening.
Okay.
While this is going on in the background, I'm just going to quietly cast an illusion coming out of the bathroom of the guy who we fought last night, just sitting there and smirking during the entire time.
Ooh, psychological warfare.
Exactly.
There's a lot of bonuses going on here. Right now, so you're rolling to attack, you said, just to punch her?
Yeah, we'll give her the old 1-2, and hopefully we get some of those Batman things where it goes, yes, Bob.
Her defense is 3.
Well, so I'm going to lose this battle, but I am going to roll. It's going to be great. I don't think I've got anything that could really reduce her stuff. Okay, so yeah, let's give it a shot. Well, I got one, so yeah, not so much hitting her that
What about
time.
the enhanced? Did the psych warfare do anything?
Yeah, Decky applied an enhancement, and there was also the undead strength enhancement.
So you
Okay.
get 2 extra enhancements there, so you have 3.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Because she's not punching her in the face, so it's just the
Punch
+2.
in the face! Punch in the face!
So you'll be able to do 1 damage to her in the abdomen or something.
Okay, good. Hope she wasn't using that or anything.
And so she's going to just look square in the face, and she's gonna go for it with all of her rage, and punch. 10 dice. What's your defense? Roll stamina for your defense, by the way.
Okay. With the enhancement from undead strength, I would have. Well, I had 1 success, so it'd be what, 2?
2.
I'm not sure if you get that for the undead strength with defense, because I think it only applies to your physical. Oh, it
says actions. Well, it does say actions made with, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's an action. That's something I should ask in the errata. Does defense count as an action? Sorry, writing that down because that is a good question.
But this time we'll go with it's not, and so then I just got.
She's going to miss.
Ooh.
She is also going to miss, and she's gonna say, and she's like, listen, we can do this all day, or I can just land a sucker punch on you, and we call it a day.
You couldn't land a sucker punch on me in 1,000 years, and then I prepare to get sucker punched.
She's just going to go straight for the stomach and do like an uppercut, and it's going to lift you up in the air. You will take 2 injury from it.
Okay.
Where I'm not going to roll for it just because you're letting it happen.
Yep.
She's going to spit to the side of the arena. She's going to point. She says, I'll sign your damn contract. Now get the fuck out of my gym.
Pleasure doing business with you. I'll have the paperwork sent over with a page. By a page. I just help. We help you up, and we go out.
Then as we're going out.
What's Decky saying?
You could have gone for the face. I keep telling you to go to the face. You know?
We fought with. I think that Serafina made the right call. Fighting with honor there was a good plan.
That seems to have worked out to our favor in any case. Hey, I'm gonna need a to-go cup. Pointing at the bucket of blood.
I didn't give you a bucket. I gave you like a pint.
Oh, well, it's still, but I'm imagining it in a bucket, okay? It's a really small bucket, like it's like an Easter egg bucket.
Can we just get a bucket from the janitor's closet and fill it up with my blood?
Look, it doesn't have to be clean blood. It's better if it's clean blood, but...
Oh, dear.
So, anyway,
anyway
checking to see if I can do the hunger thing for that one. Like if that would give me a curse die or not.
I would say sticking your hand in it for a bit will, or dipping it into your face or whatever you decide on. Yeah.
I mean, hand sounds real good because where I punched her probably hurts now because she's pretty tough.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh boy, sitz bath business. Okay, well, we a little worse for wear, but mission accomplished. Ah. Right then.
So,
Okay.
now we go see how
So,
our contractors are
I
doing.
will. Yeah, no, I'm just going and I'm sending a paralegal the details. I'm texting furiously.
I'm so glad you take care of this legal stuff. I don't understand the half of it other than the sign here.
It's what I went to law school for.
Oh, by the way, I never signed your contract from earlier. We're gonna have to do that tomorrow morning.
Here, this one. Here, have it right here. Just initial here, and then sign here. Perfect. Excellent.
I help compress and like check for the bruises and like, are you feeling pain over here? Are you feeling pain over here? Tell me from a scale of 1 to 10 how much the pain is in this particular area. Start poking.
So, do you folks want to? Do you
It's like a
folks
4.
want to go to my office and order Chinese, or do you want to Chinese so we can chat about this? Maybe restore our strength a little bit. My office is a loophole.
Yes. Chinese sounds so good right now. Did we do this last night though? I don't know.
No. Remember, we
No.
went to sleep after cleaning out the situation in the boat.
Wait, we never ate? Oh, no wonder I was so. Okay. It's fine.
All right.
Everything's fine.
Indeed. Okay. Anyway, so, I guess we go to my office.
Hey, let's describe your office.
My office is a lovely, is just a lovely little place surrounded by legal books. It doesn't have anything super intense about it that's obvious from the outside, but once you go in, Cursed can feel the effects of the loophole. Anytime your character and her crew enter this specific loophole, they gain an additional curse die.
Nice.
So we gain a curse die for entering this one, and while spending time on the site, we can reallocate curse die among the group as needed.
Ooh.
So everyone take a curse die, because loopholes. But to describe the office itself, sorry, I'm just this is what I'm reading from the just the write-up. I could be wrong on it.
No, you're right.
Okay. Cool. In the meantime, my office is interesting. It's got a lot of books on real estate law against the wall, a computer, a desk that is faintly looks faux mahogany. Clearly, this isn't the office of someone who is interested in appearances beyond functionality. Like, there's another, you saw a much more plush conference room a couple of doors down that was, pretty and had a lovely bar, one of those lovely little carts with the cognac and the thing in the decanter sitting over in the corner. But no, her office is pretty straightforward. You do see a lot of pictures of buildings scattered about and framed. And you do see on the desk, there's a location, there is a listing for a couple of different non-profit groups. As you enter, she immediately stacks up those specific papers and puts them away in a drawer. Just some pro bono work. Have to keep it confidential. Anyway, So Asian house okay?
Sure, as long as we get crab rangoon.
Sounds like a plan. I thought you couldn't eat crab rangoon.
No, but it smells so good.
Fair enough. Double order of crab rangoon it is. So we order that. I don't want to spend much. Note, I know that we're catering the party tonight, but I don't want to end up eating too much of that.
Exactly. You don't want to be seen eating at your own party. Come on. I don't know if it's actually a thing or not. I just try not to.
I'm going to be spending a lot of time hosting.
Yeah, exactly.
And we want ourselves to be fortified Your snack is, of course, there. I tap the bucket. I notice you've got it going on there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good bucket.
Decky, do you want a Thai iced coffee? With or without boba?
They're too sweet. I'm good with the Vietnamese, but
All right.
they're
Let
more
me see. Should have that on the menu. Here it is.
no cream, no sugar.
Actually, you would know more than I do about the quality of Boston's Chinese restaurant menus.
I know a lot of there is a great Chinatown.
Hooray! Okay, not a problem. We can get you that coffee. Okay. All right, so let's strategize, people. Strategize, people. What's our move once we get there?
Well, I seem to have gotten the attention of that Furies woman. I'm sure she's not mad at me, right?
I don't
Only
think
picture
so. We
once.
didn't give her a reason to. We didn't give her a reason to hate us.
Yeah,
We
so
momentarily had possession of one of her possessions due to a legal kerfluffle.
yeah, exactly.
And-
And we got all that worked out.
And yeah, no, we got it all worked out. It's not a big deal.
So are they coming to party to fight again, or they don't need to fight anymore?
It's a little unclear. They said that they would rent the boat to us, and they didn't say that they would come. And I asked them, whether they wanted to come. I don't think they really want to see our face much more tonight. So
Seem to be my read.
my estimate would be they won't come. They
It-
could
it-
come.
but
We have provided enough ass covering, I believe.
But
With
the mavens seem not keen. They are under illusion that the furry will not come.
we were very explicit that the Fury was that we could not control the Furies, and that they did not RSVP. We were completely honest with them and open about that.
Yeah, we're very careful about that.
Indeed.
So
There's so much social links. It's so many
It
things.
is a little bit absolutely exhausting. I need some General Tso's chicken.
that's probably the thing
Oh,
to
I
do
could be
right
having
now.
tripe. I know that they have the best tripe. I'm just not good at tripe, all right? Allow me
Okay.
some.
You don't have to be good at everything.
You would be surprised with my family.
I can see that. I can see that. Okay.
Yeah, no, her hand is a little bit shaking from the point where she's bandaged up, from where she just poured blood into a bucket in order to win a fight with a ghost.
You see, can Decky in this moment teleport to the nearest pharmacy and get like iron sulfate and just get more like painkillers for Friend, because he doesn't have the hammer space for his things.
Yeah.
He will go teleport. Like, oh, and then he disappears this time unannounced. And then like come back like painkillers. Like, you take this once a day. You take this right now. You don't need to you don't need to eat food while you take this. It's totally fine. It's safe for the time.
Thank you, Becky. I start swallowing pills as the doctor orders. Oh. By the way, have you heard anything back from your higher up? We haven't heard. I don't know if he gave us any specific instructions. Just coordinating with everyone. I'm fairly certain that Uncle Johnson will, be able to know everything that's going on around me. So I don't know if he needs any additional information, though I suppose I should give him a note. I do start writing down a note in a Caesar cipher that we would know the method of, and just turn.
That is a good point. Well, how is Heimdall, Professor Heimdall, handling? Like, did I do the thing she asked? Because I just got the letter. Like
Yeah,
it
so
was a
you're
vague back
so
and forth.
so your letter basically had the lever in it, as well as basically a tiny postcard sized thing of some information about what the archivists are looking for in regards to the negotiation going on.
Oh, and that is I look again.
What?
Well, what is it again? I'm trying to remember what
What do they
was on
want
the.
from the negotiations?
Yeah, I didn't say exactly which yet. I haven't handed
Oh,
it to
okay.
you yet.
Okay.
There I do have it written down. Do have it written down here though. So reading it out, the number one goal that they're looking for is for the archivist is some sort of new source for information. And the second goal they have is a new source of good food. Like literally it's like your mentor wrote down in like the margin, like nothing Mexican or Indian. Spicy food ruins my stomach.
Ugh, poor soul. Anyway. All right, what's next?
New food. New food.
Well, so I mean, we need to check on the contractors, make sure all that stuff is taken care of, because there's
Right.
supposed to be like all sorts of entertainment options in there. So like, if somebody wants to DJ, they could DJ. If they don't, they can karaoke. You know, like options.
Indeed. You know better about throwing parties in our world than I do by a large margin. Like, we sent all of the basic stuff, catering, cleaning up, making sure the boat is in good repair. Like, otherwise, you would be better suited to entertainment. Like, we can get machines of different kinds, but obviously, you know, we want to keep this meeting rather hush-hush.
Yeah. Well, the app moves, doesn't it? Didn't we fix that?
I mean, yes, but the thing is, are we planning to kill all of the people who are performing at our party? Because otherwise we cannot conserve their silence unless we have some magical means of doing so.
Oh, I didn't end up hiring live music, so
Yes.
I think we're good on that.
Good then. All right, good call. Think it. Otherwise, let's see. What else do we need?
'Cause I can
now,
certainly MC the thing, so that way, you know, we get it all kicked off and maybe get somebody lined up to do some of the things.
Excuse me for a moment. I roll up my little coded message reporting my progress and go open the window and go, "Whoo, whoo," to get the pigeon over here.
A little pigeon, like, is like right next to you. Like,
perfect. I tie the coded message around the pigeon's leg, give it some bird seed, and then send it off.
There's no magic involved, right?
No, this is just a pigeon. Sorry, I mean, this is me. Okay, this is me as a character coming up with to communicate. Does homing pigeons do work that way? Like, all you need is a guy over at a pigeon roost where it sleeps, and for me to occasionally give it seeds for that to work. That is.
So you have a pigeon. It's not like a random like street pigeon you just
no.
decided to pick up, and it's just like
if that's too silly of a method to do secret drops, we could totally change that. That was
you could totally do it. I was just not following you for a second.
It's amazing. It's like we don't associate with homeless pigeons here. You know, something like that. I don't know. I just got the wrong vibes.
As a home, it probably doesn't live at my place because I'm not running the information network.
No, like, you send it.
Like, it's just that's how homing pigeons work.
Are you trying to get in contact with no one or Mr. Johnson?
No one, most likely. It would just be sending the message over. Just shooing
Okay.
it back so it'll fly back home after it's gotten some food.
Okay. And this and the coded message had what information again? Sorry, I laughed too hard.
It
I
was
broke Corbin twice now. That's beautiful. I broke him twice this time.
I know. Pigeons are great. They go like, "Wurr, wurr." Anyway, no. The coded message said something to the effect of arrangements made at the marina, transferring ownership of it back to Dollface after the night is done. Not expecting presence of the of the Furies, are expecting presence of the Mavens.
Okay.
Expecting presence of the Mavens. Situation proceeding as expected. Advise of any further requests.
You will get a spam message from a car dealership about a Dodge Viper, and there is like some like encoded messaging in there that basically says all good.
Great. All right. Okay. Everything's set on my end. We should probably go and supervise the party preparations on the yacht. We will eat our Chinese, go to the yacht, and see how preparations are going.
Okay. Heading over to the yacht, it seems like everything is all set as far as you've gone. I'm reading all my notes here that I have like strewn about here about the mechanic has been all set, getting the ship shape. The waitress Jane is over by an espresso machine, getting that set up, and there is a karaoke machine set up on a sort of like elevated stage that someone has set up in the central like dance hall area of the yacht.
No, that's fair. All right, makes sense. Is
well-
the way laid out for the catering?
Yes, there is a banquet table, or not a banquet table. What do they say? Buffet table set up with food.
Perfect. All right.
But
Great.
no. Wait. Is that Jane over there
Wait a
at the
minute,
espresso
what?
machine?
Jane?
Jane?
Yeah, Decky said you guys
I thought
needed a
we did-
barista.
Yes.
Of course, Jane. Excuse me for a moment. I'm going to pull Decky aside just for a
Yes?
minute into like several rooms away and go, "What is she doing here, Decky?
She makes my coffee.
You
She makes my
wanted to
coffee
put
right
the person who made your coffee in a room surrounded by literal monsters where violence could break out at any minute.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We can handle it. She works in a diner. She works in Boston. It's fine. I'm sure it's a day-to-day experience.
But would you realize that we're trying to keep this on the down low? She doesn't know that we're magic.
But here's the thing. It would incentivize me to not use any of anyone else, knowing that
They are
there's
going to
somebody.
need to be able to talk about their magic at the meeting, and they'll be doing it around her.
No, after she serves everyone, we tell her to go away. As long as she gets my coffee and gets everyone coffee, then she can go
We'll be
away.
in the ocean. She won't be able to leave.
So about this time, that's when
Put her in
Seraphina
one
walks in.
room.
Yeah. Serafina, help, please.
Actually, I think we've got everything taken care of. Jane understands what's going on. Not exactly, but like we're gonna do this thing. We do this at my company as an icebreaker. It's called Push Forward, where what we do is we just understand that maybe some things went wrong, but then we're just gonna push forward. We're just gonna push forward through it. Yeah, exactly.
How does the masquerade work in this universe?
Usually if people are too nosy and they get taken up in a curse and it works itself out.
So you want Jane to get cursed?
No. Jane is packing her things and leaving. Decky will be running the espresso machine as we expected.
No, but I don't know how to deal with the coffee. That's why I got Jane over. It's a good
Jane's
opportunity
already
for her.
Decky. Jane's already gone. She's already gone.
Oh, you've already sent them off?
No. I should have. Now that we're having this conversation, that was clearly the thought I should have had.
Jane is walking by like, listen, I don't want to be a bother. I thought I was.
No, absolutely, Jane, you're wonderful. It's not your fault. We're just having a confidential meeting with some clients, and they don't want anyone from outside the negotiation group.
We ever signed for an NDA? Do not speak of anything.
Ooh. It could work.
Is that the kind of...
Hey Jane, we need to talk. Let's give this a sec, okay?
Jane, we need to consult about this. Don't worry, you're being paid for your trouble.
Can you go make me coffee, please?
Absolutely.
Jane, I really love how you make my coffee.
That would be amazing. Thank you so much. Jane, we're so sorry about the confusion here. We were just trying to make sure everything's organized. We're going to have a chat about this and see if we can get you on the list appropriately. I really hope that you can stay. There's some opportunities here, but if not, it's not that big of a deal.
So am I leaving or am I like?
Well,
you're making Decky's coffee. You're making Decky's coffee. That's the next step. And
okay, I'll make him coffee, and then we'll figure out if I'm leaving or not.
Absolutely. We just need like 10 minutes to chat about this. All right. Apologies so much for the confusion. Please just allow us to chat for a moment, and then we'll get back to you.
She's gonna step away for a sec.
Thank you so much,
Jane. This happens all the time when you get involved with rich parties. Don't worry. Don't sweat it. It's normal. We usually turn away at least 3 caterers before we even start. It's crazy. Anyway,
on you for the record, just a matter of trying to get a lot of people with very strong opinions to agree to a lot of different things. Excuse me. Yes, so I will bring them further away to a farther part away from the boat for a minute and be like, okay, what are we going to do here? Are we trying to bring Jane into the world? Because if she does, she will get cursed.
And I don't make her coffee. She'll want to do something else with her life. Wouldn't that be sad, Decky?
Then again, goes like, he looks confused for a moment. What do I do with this knowledge? What are the ethics involved in this? Is like,
it occurs to me, Decky, if she gets your curse from hanging around with your people, she might forget how to make your coffee.
no.
Indeed. So we'd better make sure that doesn't happen. Right, Decky?
Right. I turn on instinct, I point at her, and I teleport her back to the diner. Like,
oh no! Seraphina tries to get in the way. She really does.
Decky can't just do that, by the way.
Oh, wait.
Remember, your spells aren't that powerful.
I noticed, like, when I'm trying to do that, there's like a portal opening at her feet, and she's just still walking around, and the portal just follows her, but she doesn't sink down or drop or anything. It's like, spell's not working as intended. Okay.
No. It's you know what happens? You open the portal, but there's another portal. Like, she just moves like 5 feet to the left, and it's just like, wait a minute, what? Am I in the right place?
Oh dear.
Oh, wait a minute. You can transport yourself to a location with an area size of a neighborhood.
Well, it's also happening
That's why I can teleport her to the.
You can't teleport anyone else with you unless you have the later advance on it.
Yeah, you need more entanglement.
That's right.
So, right. Why don't we just go in there and say, "Hi, I'm very sorry. Sorry, you will be paid for your trouble. But we do need to ask you to leave because unfortunately our clients aren't budging on no, you may notice that there's no additional wait staff here as well, which would normally be present at such an event. They're just being really, really stingy, and we are so sorry.
Oh,
So sorry, Jane. Thank you
No.
so much.
no worries. Anytime.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for the coffee. I'm sorry.
Make sure to yes, I will. We will send Jane on her way. You know, and I will Venmo her quite a lot of money.
Okay.
Actually, wait, I'm not going to Venmo her a lot of money.
Well,
Decky, you're responsible for this, Decky.
Then nothing happened. I plead the fifth.
You need to pay her catering fee.
I go, Jane, come back here. Come back here. I need to know what your I need to I need to know what your fee is.
You can just give it to her over the internet.
She'll just she's gonna wave and be on her way.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'm feeling
the
lightheaded.
Facebook.
I think I've lost a lot of blood, and possibly that's possibly saved me from a stroke. I'm gonna sit down.
I haven't used all of it. Like, you can have it back. She holds up the bucket.
That's not how blood works.
Okay.
Iron sulfate. Make sure you take your iron sulfates before and after every
Thank
meal.
you. I take more iron sulfates. Sit down and just rub at my temples.
So do I contact her on phone? I actually asked her, is it appropriate to text her? Do I reach out to her Facebook or do I just call her immediately?
Here, does Decky have a smartphone?
No, he just has like the Nokia brick phone, which is literally just for calls and texts.
Decky, why don't you have a smartphone? Everyone has a smartphone these days.
I don't know how to use it. It looks like a mirror.
How did you survive in academia again?
Books. Notebooks.
Okay.
Somebody would tell me what
very
the
impressive.
time of the class is.
That's very, very impressive, Decky.
I didn't know they taught classes in person still. I thought they're all online. It's so strange.
No.
You live in a different world than I do.
They were offering online classes during that one time, and I was like, no, I show up in class. No one was around. It was surprising. I was the only one around during that time. I did not understand, but it was fine. Not too many people. I enjoyed those 2 years of no one around. And I enjoyed the space, the entire campus, with all the libraries and the books.
Wow, that would have been a heck of an opportunity, actually. What happened to that poor library? What did you do?
I had a lot of books.
Oh dear. Well, this is a whole thing. I guess. You know what? Let's just move on.
Yeah, whole parts of science might be no longer in existence now, but
I will
worry about that.
I will send the catering fee to Jane in the meantime because it's worth the money to me to not have to figure out what this is. Yeah.
I mean, you can just bill back to the company. I'm sure that's in the contract.
This is part of the contract. It's in the negotiation. You have a per diem. It's a whole thing.
It's great. Being rich is so awesome. Let me tell you.
Quite. Anyway.
Everyone should be doing it. Like everyone.
That's not how that works, but fair enough. Let's focus on it. I believe that's called socialism.
That's the one.
Yes, we can talk about that later. Anyway.
I just thought we should practice with our politics muscles before we have to politicize things. I don't know. Whatever.
No, that's reasonable. Okay, so what start time did we give them, and how much time do we have left before this meeting?
You have a you have a few hours.
Okay.
Listen, all that matters is we get people up there for.
Becky.
Oh,
We have a carafe. There's more coffee there.
Can I just tell them to go get the coffee over there? Do I have to make their coffee? Because, some people can be picky. Even I get really picky. I prefer some other people to make my own coffee.
We'll leave the espresso machine open for free use with a sign that says use at your own risk, and we'll let them do it as they need to, okay?
Okay. That sounds very fair. Okay,
Yes, and actually, I don't know. Don't you have like a manservant or something who you could bring to help with this? I thought that you mentioned, wasn't there that person who I saw dragging a body out of your room at one point?
Oh, Wadsworth, he dresses up like a butler, but he's actually a fixer. Is that who we're talking about?
Oh, yes. Would he be available to assist with the arrangements here?
Of course. You mean for the espresso machine? This is serious.
For general catering.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
For general catering, making sure people get stuff, clean things up as we're doing it. We need to have some hired help while we're doing schmoozing.
Okay, yeah, I'll just get my top guy on that right away.
You have other people who have the security clearance for this, please.
Of course I do. She'll call Wadsworth.
Oh yes.
And Wadsworth,
Yes, madam.
You're needed. You're
Oh,
needed.
yes.
It's very important.
I haven't heard that in so very long. Thank you. I'll be right up.
Oh, no. I just mean like you don't have to come. No, of course you wouldn't have to come. Just send some people. Send some people that are.
Oh, you're hungry. I can get some fraternity brothers and sorority sisters.
Would you mind if I just got on the phone for a moment?
Yes, actually.
Okay, fair enough.
No, sorry. So you need people in the know.
Yeah. What did you want to say to Wadsworth?
Nothing. I was just going to tell the situation to him quickly.
Oh, yeah. She's wanting to give you this whole sit rep thing, and I'm just not feeling it. But we need some people who can serve food and pick up used drinks.
Yes. I understand.
And that are in the know. I guess I forgot to say that part. And that are in the know.
Yeah, that's fair. We don't have many, but I can help if I can send a few people over.
Yeah, I just don't want you out here because we're gonna need you later tonight, I'm sure, after the party.
Yeah,
so
yes, I'll have my shotgun at the ready when you need me. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. You're the best, Wadsworth.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so everything's fine. Wadsworth is going to sleep in tonight a few more hours. So that way we get him at the end of the party when there's probably bodies to get rid of.
Let's hope that it doesn't come to that.
No, I just said that to see if Decky would get freaked out, and Decky smiled, so that was totally worth it.
No, there was more horrified, and shotgun, wow, guns. Okay, and then he goes make espresso again. And you can tell, this is somebody who's he's trying his best with the espresso machine, putting the thing there, and then he is very particular in how the container is inserted inside the espresso machine. Adjusts.
I mean, Decky is quite intelligent. I mean, he would probably be able to find that information quickly or work out how to use it. There's labels on the dials and stuff.
Yeah, it's just he has a particular way of some cups they just go in straight, and then this one just kind of tilted a bit, so he's just twisting, it's not going in. It's and then he tries a different cup, and then it goes in. It just makes the coffee.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start reading up on the boat controls just in case. Check in with the mechanic to make sure everything's, operational.
Yep. The mechanic is pretty much all set up. Says the ship is in top ship shape, and if you need anything else, here's his number.
Oh, thank you very much. Absolutely. We're mostly planning to just take her out for a short bit into the harbor to have the party tonight and then come right back. We're not going to be going too far. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great night for it. Yeah. Yeah, I would say nothing could possibly go wrong. You have a good night now.
I am terrified by the way you phrased that, but fair enough. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. And I'm going to sit here and read and start reading on, up on this boat's operation manual, basically. I'm going to sit there and read it until someone tells me there's something more important to do.
We shall do a quick time skip to let's say about 15 minutes before the party starts.
Well, by this time, Seraphina will have gotten into her go bag and changed into a totally different outfit. So she's got this extremely tacky, not costume jewelry on. It's so beautiful, everyone.
I'm cleaning up. I'm behind the bar cleaning glasses and making sure everything's okay. And then I'll let the actual person who knows how to do the bar in there. Just, yes, make sure we've got good gin, proper tonic water. Okay. Okay, everything looks more or less in place. Okay, I've been checking through the operations manual. There shouldn't be any huge issues to my knowledge.
Oh, do we have a RSVP, not the RSVP list, but the guest list? Did somebody write one of those up?
Here you go. I will. We do have a couple of representatives coming in, so we don't have a perfect list.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can get one of these. Hey, random food server person. There is a list of guests. Stand outside, and if someone tries to get in and they're not on the list, just let them in anyway.
We have a bouncer. I'll hand it to them.
Oh,
absolutely.
Wow, we're really set up tonight.
We did plan ahead.
No, Wadsworth planned ahead, actually, in this case. But
yes, Wadsworth planned ahead. He's wonderful and he's amazing. Let me know if he's ever interested in being a paralegal. Anyway.
We'll do. I'm sure that'll be high on his list. Oh, you were joking. I got it now.
Mostly. I'm not going to say no if he offers, but I don't think it's very likely.
It's fair. Well, okay, so which of us is going to sing karaoke if no one gets up there and does it? Yes! Becky! Thank you! Thank you so much!
It goes, I can go for the multiple renditions of really old songs, probably in the 50s. And he goes, mentions a bit of, niche blues on the side. Okay, I have a catalog. They have it on the listen to karaoke.
I mean, I'm sure show tunes swing was a big thing for a while, so it's basically the same thing, right? Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm a fan of swing. There's a lot of good. Blues is pretty eternal.
Electro swing is now a thing.
Electro swing's wonderful. Although I will admit that it has at least one song out of character. It has at least one song in it that haunts me. It's great, but it haunts me. Keep on dancing. Oh boy, that song.
I'll need to ask you about it later.
Yeah, I'll happily show you that haunting song. It is truly tragic, but it's amazing.
We're gonna have to check that out.
It is the Plague Dogs of electro swing.
I will do my best.
That reference to extremely sad movies.
All right. So people are starting to sort of arrive. The first one who is going to arrive is why do I give characters hard to pronounce names when I don't think they're hard to pronounce? Amarilla arrives. She is wearing this like black dress with this like silk cobweb inspired like shawl over her, and she has a sort of like wrapped package set with her, like it's sort of like a brown setup. Her hair is let down from the bun she was wearing earlier, and she looks pretty cleaned up for how she looked before. And she says, "Oh, thank you all for organizing this, especially you, Serafina. I made this especially for you. Feel free to hang it up in your closet with all the other stuff you may have. I made it especially for you." And holding the bag and the package, essentially, you can like it seems to be like a silk gown. And she says it's spider silk, made specially.
Wow, that is an amazing gift.
Yeah, it took me all afternoon to get it quite right. Hope you enjoy. Ooh,
Absolutely. Can I get you something to drink?
yeah. Let's get some tequila started. I hear we've got some interesting guests arriving.
Sounds like a plan. Straight around the rocks.
And she's just going to go for it straight.
Makes sense. We'll provide it. Got some good stuff with the worm in it.
A few other people do arrive as well. As of note, though, there is a man who is sort of dressed in what appears to be a very black ensemble, a little bit like a minister's cassock. Yes, you may call me Deacon. I am representing the Iscariots.
Lovely to meet you, Mr. Deacon.
He is going to shake everyone's hand, and he says, "We it is with sadness that I say our Archbishop is not able to attend, but has sent me in his stead." And as far as his age goes, you could say that he's probably like in his late 20s. Additionally, I would say like he does seem to be a little bit more formal with you than what other people have talked to you. Other people have introduced themselves with. Next up,
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just going to say, perfectly understandable, Mr. Deacon. Please allow us to bring you to. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to make your stay more comfortable.
Oh yes.
Do give our regards to the Archbishop.
Will do. Is a pound of flesh on the table?
Indeed. We would have prepared for that, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He is going to have a fillet of human flesh set up for himself.
Indeed. Thank goodness for morgue contacts.
There is a another man who arrives. He is more set up as in his own sort of like business suit, green. And he says, "Oh yes, I'm Mr. Green. I am a representative of the Reeves. Thank you so much for the invitation." He's a bit nervous.
All ours, Mr. Green. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to make your stay more comfortable.
Oh yes, it's just this. There's this sorry, this is just to sort of part the curtain a little bit. This is my first major dealing with for the family, so I just don't want to do anything wrong. Here,
It's all right.
he pulls out a sort of potted plant. Well, I say potted plant. It's really just a pot with dirt in it, and he hands it to Decky. He says, "This is something I've grown from my own particular garden. It hopefully it'll start growing soon. It's a potato plant, and I gave it a lot of water, and I didn't realize there were going to be 3 of you who are running this, so I
It's
only
entirely reasonable. Your gift is well received. Don't worry.
Okay.
We're very glad. We're very glad. Please allow us to get. Please, you can sit down here. There's food and drinks.
Thank you.
Just holding the potted plant, like, what am I gonna do with this? Just like holding it.
You're gonna give it water, but
We can put it on the windowsill. I will put it on a porthole sill. It can get lots of light.
it'll be fine. Just like everything will be fine at the end of the night.
A woman in a red dress comes on board. She has long, flowing black hair, and she has a rather interesting complexion in that she has what appear to be stitches going down across her face, along with staples, surgical staples into it. And in the little crevice where that stitching is, there is some sort of liquid coming out, oozing out, as it were. It is a little bit pungent in its smell as she comes up on board, and she says, "Oh, thank you all for having me. I'm the representative of the Mavens. You may call me Beatrix. I don't get to come out often. I just decided I should put on one of my favorite suit, as it were. Clearly, she's wearing a dress. This old thing just takes it. It's been with me through all the years."
We understand. Understand perfectly. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to make your stay more comfortable.
Thank you. And yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, I immediately look over to Tamara and like, wait, what did we get, or what did we just understand? I didn't understand it.
I'm going to whisper in the ear, in her ear. My guess is that skin is a recent addition. On the other hand, it doesn't matter. We have other work to do.
Oh
Let's
no,
be nice to our guests.
that's fine and not at all gross. It'll be fine. I mean, look, we got a med student here. We've got, me who accidentally kills people. I mean, it's all good. I'm used to infections. Like I don't know anything about them, but I do know there's a small infection.
Look, just look back to your traumatic. Just look back to your traumatic past and disassociate. It's how you get through everything in life. All right.
Can I check low? Because I have an interest. Like, this is a dead body that's moving, right, and talking. Like, is it going through rigor mortis? Like, in the state of things, I'm intrigued. This is a medical impossibility, it seems. I'm like,
Are you going to go up and flirt with her?
Decky,
Oh,
it's not light there.
I walk up
Wait.
and go, this is exquisite. How did you manage to get through all the rigor mortis? Looks as if it's decayed for about a couple of days, and somehow the muscles are still intact and not liquefied.
Decky,
Oh,
Decky,
I've just been trying to get everything like perfectly situated where this body has been so well preserved for the last 100 years. It's amazing. It's been magical trying to get it into this thing. It survived gunshots, it survived everything. I just hope it doesn't the I'll be honest with you. I'm always worried about fire because I just don't want it to burn up in smoke. This is my first body. It's so precious.
100 years and the vocal cords still work. This is amazing. I tried to ask like the methods of the
Okay,
mummification,
I do.
the preservation.
Thank you. I don't wish to interrupt, but I do wish to, Decky, I'm glad that you've made a connection, but I suppose, would you be interested in entertaining the doctor, or do you have other business to get to? I will ask Miss Beatrix.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. I love discussing work.
All right.
Especially especially all that I've done in order to it's a hobby. I love talking about my hobbies.
Understood. All right, I'll leave you two to it then. I let them go.
I tried to bring the conversation close to the espresso machine and go like I go back and forth in knowledge I have of like the various methods of preservation and stages of decay and how she's able to handle each and every stage. It's like, oh, it's like usually 100 years. Show me you haven't used any of the usual chemicals like formaldehyde. And like he goes off. He pops off. He's very interested.
So we the final person who I'm going to single out as far as arriving on here is a Dr. Maria Rosa, who comes wearing a pantsuit, a more professional looking outfit than the others have brought, I would say. She has got herself her glasses. She is defined by the fact that she has glasses on compared to everyone else. She greets all of you and she says, "Thank you so much for inviting the Hyde family. We're always looking to better have relationships with other Accursed. It is such an honor to meet you all." And she is going to hand a little tiny bottle to Tamara. And she says, "This is something I've currently been working on in the lab, and I hope you enjoy. It is a perfume that I've been harnessing the power of bioengineering to create out of," and this is the fun part, amoeba.
Oh,
They eat it up, bacteria. It like this bacteria we set in motion, and it just self-replicates a little bit.
as bacteria tend to, yes.
Yeah, and it creates this lovely smell.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I will politely take a whiff of it.
And it sort of sticks with you for a very long time because it keeps going essentially, but it smells like apples.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, always been a fan of apples.
And she says, "Good. I'll be on my way into the rest of the group of people. I thank you so much." And she's going to try and like talk to a variety of people. It does seem like everyone's kind of like a little bit like on edge still, because of course this is a place of deferment, so they all have the curse has sort of been abated essentially, but they are all still in the Viper's Den, as it were, with a bunch of vipers with themselves being vipers
Indeed.
It's like a
All
Viper
right.
verse.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you ready to kick this off?
Absolutely. Do you want to do the honors, or should I?
Oh no, I'll take care of that.
All right.
It's kind of one of my things, being an MC.
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Okay. So, she'll walk up to the.
There is a stage.
Yeah, there's a stage with a karaoke mic, right?
Indeed. So the
So-
microphone should be there.
So I've got a microphone. So I walk up to it and say, hello, my name is Seraphina Thorne, and welcome to our party, where we're going to hopefully find some common ground with each other. It would be the hope of most of us here, I would think, in order to strengthen our own families, that we're able to make some concessions and be able to find ways that we can coexist in the world that still get everybody, most everything they need. We're hoping that what we can do is to come out of this with a stronger alliance and win-win situations, rather than trying to turn this into some sort of warlike thing. If you're here with the idea that you're going to try to subvert anything, you might as well just leave, because we need people who can be above board, let's say, with this whole thing. And we've got refreshments over here. The espresso machine is there. It's a self-serve thing, as we do. And then, Tamara, was there anything else that you wanted to add to the opening words?
Just a quick schedule note. So we're going to do about a half hour of mingling time, spending time to get to know each other. Then we'll sit down and talk out a formal agreement. I know that we have many things that we want to discuss in terms of making our long-term coexistence known. And I look forward to working with all of you to make the city a better place for our presence. I appreciate that all of you have recognized that this is not a zero-sum game, and you being here together is genuinely important to me. Tamara actually sounds a little bit like honest there, which is unusual for her. Yeah, no. In any case, please avail yourself of the refreshments. After that, we'll all sit down. I have a basic draft and a listing of some specific topics of discussion that you can find on your on your seating tables. And we will go through that agenda as needed. Thank you again so much for coming to the first of what I hope to be many peaceful gatherings of the Accursed of Boston.
With that, the boat takes off into the bay, essentially. It takes about it's about 30 to 40 minutes when everyone is like sort of going about their business, talking with people, various natures. And everyone sort of has mingled and gone around in their own separate ways. Some people have stayed in the dance room. Some people have gone off onto the deck. There is a scream later in the night as someone is walking on the deck and encounters the limp dead body of Beatrix in one of the rooms in the lower deck. And we shall investigate that mystery next time on Family Feud.
grab cliffhanger. No.
Oh,
After I
dear.
took so many notes on her infections.
Oh dear, this isn't good.
No, it's great because the murder has to be on the boat, right? Oh, unless it was a sniper or something.
The plot thickens.
Plot thickens.
The plot thickens as well because can the dead truly be murdered? We'll find out next time.
Maybe in a loophole. Oh dear.
Thank you so much. What do you guys all think of this session?
Yeah,
General vibes?
it's been very fun.
Yeah, it was a very awesome session. I took so many notes. I really did. I wasn't lying.
We have so much stress.
Yeah, one of those player-induced.
Well,
I
hey-
am sorry. Decky's just a weirdo.
No, Decky is the weird, eccentric academic who could probably build a nuclear reactor, but also probably would build a nuclear reactor in their backyard. So, you know. So yes,
No,
that
but
seems
think.
quite odd.
Oh, sorry. The think about now, because we thought it was going to be this whole negotiation thing, and like Serafina was just not really feeling it, to be honest. But now it's like one of those boxes where you have like the host your own murder mystery, only it's a real murder,
Oh
and
boy.
we get to investigate it. Now it's fun. See, that's how some of these things play out.
Yup. This is gonna be a whole thing.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I didn't murder anyone, by the way. You all saw me.
No, like I didn't murder anyone either.
I mean,
Seriously.
we don't know. I mean,
I guess that's fair. We could have murdered someone.
a lot of time has passed. If anyone wants to take ownership of the murder, message me in my DMs and we will. No. No.
That's fair, I guess.
No.
Oh, dear. I mean, I'm a thief, not an assassin.
Who do you think murdered the person? I'm putting up a suspect list in the chat.
Dun, dun, dun.
Any
You should
case.
probably have my name on it. I am carrying the poison dagger. Honestly, I pulled it out once you saw it. So
Yeah. Oh dear.
Okay.
Maybe with
In
any
any
luck-
case, we should probably sign off. I'm the Awkward GM Corbin. You can find me on YouTube at the Awkward GM Corbin. I will pass it to Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess, and you can find me and
Oh,
Justinia.
Did I accidentally muted? Oh no!
Oh. Hi. Yeah, no. I'm Jess, and you can find me and Justinia too on the Shoestring Studios YouTube channel. That's Shoestring, one word.
Awesome. And Den Mother.
It's then Mother Place in all the TTRPG Spaces social media. You can find me there, and I'm also I just finished up a lot of Sorcerer game in Onyx Path the other night, and we're gonna just slightly switch to a Wednesday schedule. So yay! Yeah, but we're still continuing that. That's fun. Yeah, I'm just glad I'm playing a lot of Curseborne games right now. I'm playing here, I'm running there. That's fun.
yes, I would leave me. So I'm Justinia. I can be found on Instagram as Rain Darkwater. And I put up funny stuff mostly for the lols. And there's not a ton of it, but you know, if you join, I'll add some lols. That's how I work.
Awesome. And the vote is currently up for 5 minutes of who is the murderer. Currently, Decky and Serafina are tied.
Decky, did we get in a fight before this on who got to murder someone? Oh, that would be so fun.
I'm honestly offended. I'm not as much a suspect. Oh, well. I mean, I'm not a murderer. You know. Organs are hard to sell, so what's the point?
So with that, we will sign off. I am going to transition out, and I'm always awkward in doing this, so sorry about that. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.